New campaign. So last time I went for the sciencey people, which I think are the Saint Elias. So believe in solving problems through tech, and tech innovation is rapid under their rule. They're known for their almost ravenous hunger for ideas and progress, and for their fierce disdain of established traditions and conservatism. So I played as, on my practice game, as the was it these dudes? I honestly can't remember. I think it was these dudes. Yeah, the working class family, the Kilganons. So having lots of tech in this game isn't necessarily a good thing, because you can't implement any of it because everyone just downvotes it like, no, we're scared of electricity, it might hurt us, sort of shit. But we'll see how it goes with the actual with these techie guys. We'll see how it works. So Giuseppe is the eldest son of the Austrian Emperor's science advisor. His father was urged Giuseppe, I am saying that right, to follow in his footsteps. He was more fascinated by architecture than natural sciences, so like, cool. He felt the ornate buildings of the empire were outdated and envisions a new architecture. So maybe he'll be good, like, in later tier games. I think early game he's going to suck dicks. But we'll see. So we got this place, this place, this place. They're all freaking craggy. Well, we're apparently playing as that because I misclicked. This happened last time as well. So this is make the most evil guys you can. It's difficult to do that. You'll see why. If you want to... So when I first got into this game, I assumed it'd be like City Skylines, and that you just make a city and that's it, and, you know, mess around with it. It's so much more annoyingly hard than that. In a good and bad way. I don't know. I figured out a way how to play it properly so that you can get around things. But I'll get into that in a minute. I think I left tutorials on, which is going to be a pain in the ass, because I know what I'm doing now. But whatever, I can just skip through most of it. The starting point is a pro. Here we go. So, I think I left tutorial on. Whatever. There we go. Welcome to your office, camera. Oh, shit, I did. Well, we'll just have to deal with this tutorial thing. So, this is a different map to last time. And we'll get it. So, this is a game where I'll probably end up chatting with you guys a lot. And, you know, you guys can give me decisions and help me decide what I add to my city and stuff. Or to begin with, small town. So with this map's different. So we've got lots of rocks and shit here. It's quite flat actually, with not too much shit in the way. So this map doesn't look that big, but to actually fill this up, oh actually no, it is pretty large. Oh shit, it really is. Oh god, how far does it go? Oh wow, okay, it's bigger than I thought it was. Right, so we can start anywhere, but I'm gonna start down this front area. So we'll create our first district. So this stuff up here doesn't really matter where my face is covering, honestly. There's nothing there really of importance, and if there is, I'll let you know. So create a district, it's just sort of telling me what to do. So boom, we want to connect it to this road like so, and it's got to be big. I want it to be quite large, as it is my first district. District area too large, okay, well, screw it. Because making a second district is a lot harder than it seems. Confirm land plan, right? We've got to add a city hall to this bitch where all the voting and shit goes down. We probably want this in the industrial area for now. We can't even... Oh, I forgot, because I haven't got this... Because I've got this tutorial and I have to wait before I can adjust all my industrial zone values and stuff. But anyway, that's fine. Confirm services, boom. Propose a district. So, I didn't get this proposing district thing at first. It's like, why can't I just build shit? And then I kind of understand. So, okay, so... Right now, this is the very first district, so you can just pay for it of your own money, right? So you've got this here, 501k is your money, and 1000k is the city's like current money. So I'm a rich science family background thing from the fucking British Empire or whatever, before the British Empire, and we've got like a bunch of cash. We're literally half millionaires, which is back then that's a shit ton of money in 1820 when this game starts. So I use my personal funds to make my first district. Fucking all my money is gone to build this district, right? Despite the fact it's literally just some fucking roads. I don't really understand why it costs so much. So let's watch our district. I'll go to the progress cloud, right? Get some research going. Okay, so a pretty good one to go for, I think. I went for trains, and it's fucking pointless. I'll explain why in a minute. There's no point in getting trains yet. So newspapers and churches and shoe stores is a better selection to get the old telegraph. So we can start researching this. And if we look, so there's era 1 here, right? Then we go to era 2. And it zooms out, and then era 3, and it zooms out, and then era 4, and it zooms out, and era 5, and it's like, holy shit, there's a lot of text. And it goes all the way up to the future, so like, the men's pill, holy shit, I didn't read this thing. So I guess you can So that's like something that scientists are actually working on now. Cloud computing, digital distribution, all this shit. The internet itself. But let's go back to Era 1, all the way back in 1820. So there's a lot of shit to get through before we go through that. Look at it all flow. I like that science tree. It's kind of cool. So this is going to take like 55 months to get through because we've got science, 7 brain power within our city right now. Alright, so time control. Sure, let's hit play, bitches. And we'll watch everything get built up. So watch these little lumps of wood turn into like useful shit. There we go, build into little houses. And actually, this is the industrial zone. So let's watch it turn into some factories and such and such. So this is Saltpool. That's the name because Destroyer bought the game for me very kindly, and that's what we're gonna name the city, Saltpool. Like Blackpool, but even worse, far worse. Can I actually name my city? Game options. I must be able to at some point. I think I can name a district. So this can be this district. I can rename at least, right? So Ridgeborough. Currently, cannot rename. When I can modify the district, I can rename it. So I have to wait. It's because I've got the tutorial. I didn't mean to do that. So our City Hall is here, just chilling out. Loads of fucking horse shit stuff happens here. There you go. City Hall. Modified. Oh, there we go. Click on the district info. Nice. So we can actually modify it now. Modify. Okay, so we're going to get a grammar school, which is the only building we can have so far. And this will increase all the stats and stuff. You figure it out. So you've got like zones like in, you know, other city building games. So the grammar school. So let's actually have a look. So the road's there. So I kind of want it at the back because there isn't going to be any buildings or districts right towards the coast. Anyway, not that are going to get like bonuses to people anyway. So I want to put it in like the best position. So there seems good. Confirm services. Rename districts to Saltpool. I could rename all the districts to Saltpool, but I'll just name the first district Saltpool. For some reason you can't name like the entire city. You have to name districts one by one. But there we go. Rename the city to Saltpool. Proposed district. This will be the main like center hub of the city. So right now, you have to vote to modify the district. And I was getting confused because later on I struggled to get any votes through, and I'll explain why in a minute. So it's going to cost 125 grand to put down a fucking school. That's a lot of money. So we're going to use our own money, which means we're broke, right? Pretty much. Resource windows, the wheel of life. So currently the city is fucking miserable. Negative 10 happiness, pretty bad. 2 social life, negative 1 security, negative 4 environment. They're healthy. Their personal growth is balanced out, and they've got negative 2. Oh, they've got 2 fun. Why have they got? Normally it's negative 2 fun. Sweet. And we're making negative 7 grand a month on the city. So, right, click on the wheel of life. Just click on anywhere. So it shows a breakdown of stuff as well. Average happiness. We can look at all this stuff in detail later on. Tax proposal. So yeah, we're going to remarkably tax a thing. And this is like a more intense vote. So there we go. So this will change some shit. We'll do some voting anyway. So there's a vote going on. So what we can do, it might not let me do it yet, but I can appeal to these bitches. But I'll wait till the tutorial so it might bug out. Knowing the game. There's some weird little bugs in this game. So this is me, Kaiser Shen, or Giuseppe even. So I've got 9 brain power, no prestige right now. So yeah, he's a brainy mofo. Although the brain power just shows basic city stats, and like you can get voted out of the party and stuff. It's weird. I'm not sure whose party we belong to exactly. Like, we belong to a family, but I don't know what party. We're the mayor, but I don't know if we belong to any particular... I don't think we belong to any particular party. So I think we're the mayor of the city, but I don't know actually. Like, that's the one thing that I got confused on. So voting, right, here we go. So we're going to modify the taxes so we're not negative 12k a month, basically. We're going to increase taxes on stuff. So currently we will win this vote most of the time because we have 25 in the green and 15 in the red. But these dickheads here, I imagine it's like Parks and Rec, right? Who's watched Parks and Rec? And this is a fairly new game yet. So Parks and Rec, when Leslie Nope's like on the city council or trying to get a vote for her on the city council, she's got like do favours for dickheads and stuff to get them to bloody vote the way she wants, even though it's like a clear thing and all that sort of stuff. So what we want to do is we want to get some favour and stuff. So what we can do here is we can plead, but we don't need to. It's telling us. But, well, so currently we have 2 goodwill with this party, the Swalian party. All right. these guys are approving, so I don't need to vote for this party. Although they're technically a swing party. So the psychiatric party, Cratic party, 3 goodwill. So I can plead them. I can invite the leader party to dinner, which will give me 1 goodwill negative. It's like currency. It's like trading coins and shit. It's weird, and it'll boost their opinion by 2, so it'll push them like into the green, hopefully. Anyway, but yeah, let's just do the vote. We've got this one. I'll faff with that one in a minute. So there we go. The vote counts are in, and oh god, we actually almost lost. Holy shit. Okay, but passed it. Whoa, so taxes are up 5% on industrial zones, which means we shouldn't be negative 12k a month later. Which is, man, keeping the city in positive balance is fucking hard, I tell you. So our monthly budget is income 68. There we go. So our income's positive now, thank god, because we were losing some money. Also, my personal income is 1,000 a month, and I can adjust that in taxes later on to like increase how much money I get, and then I can use my personal funds to buy shit rather than having to bloody buy the city money, which means having to vote on it and all sorts of stuff. So, oh, Telegraph. Let's vote on this. Everyone can use the Telegraph. There we go. So this gives me change in monthly city fund expenditures. Costs an extra 15% because everyone will be able to use telegraphs. Which is a lot. 15% expenditures of the post office. Oh, only of the post office, right. We haven't even got a post office yet. So when we actually do build a post office, it'll be more expensive. But it'll give 1 security, because everyone can, like, you know, call people or telegraph them even. Telegraphing, I think, was like the typing, and it'd send like a text message on like a piece of paper to someone else. I think. Or it might have been the... I think it was more... I can't fucking remember. Like, that's too old for me. God. So, we can... political parties. Blah, 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 blah. Click on changing the taxing view. So, we can adjust some taxes here. Again, even more, even though we already did. Proposed taxing. So, business tax is 10% right now. Oh, we chose the industrial tax. Okay, so regular business tax, we'll put it up to 12%. Proposed taxation. So, currently... Ooh, see, look. Approving, disapproving... Alright, okay. So we can try and sway some of these people. It's very close right now. So we want to sway these guys by either threats, demands, or pleads. I've done a lot of pleads. I don't know like how the city really needs it. Boom. I lost 2 goodwill from them. Now I'm 0. I'm not really sure how you gain goodwill, but now they're closer to approving. So hopefully that will help. It's weird. The voting systems are kind of a pain. But I'll explain how it works in city data, or data, should I say. So you can see the breakdown of the population. So we've got 260 lower class, 210 students, 93 working class people, 107 middle class, and 75 elites. And you can see all their breakdown of happiness. So you can like target towards certain people if you really want to. You know, Saltpool, where everyone's fucking miserable. It's pretty shitty here. So the Free Democratic Party... appealed. Oh, that was me. Yeah, I appealed some tax shit. So I'm the Free Democratic Party, I guess, who are not even in power. I don't know how the city support thing works. It's really bizarre. But there we go. Council. So we're now going to vote on the taxes. Oh. Activate funding? What the hell is this? I haven't seen this before. Go to the funding change panel. Okay. Propose funding. Oh. Manage to change funding levels for different buildings. Well, okay, so I can change the funding level for me or for the grammar school. So I can... I didn't tell me this in the last... Why is the tutorial change? Weird. So I can increase how much dollar I get. So I can get $2,000 a month. I'm greedy, so yeah, let's do that. Boom. Propose... Oh, that didn't work. $2,000 a month, proposed funding. Some people are going to approve, some people are going to disapprove. Just to pay me more, the mayor. Like I'm just like, I want a pay rise. Let's put this through things. So we can do that as well. We can also improve or lower funding to schools and stuff later on. So I guess the political parties also change over time. We have this demand here, so we have residential demand, industry demand, and commercial demand. So we can adjust that later. City council's ready to vote on the taxes. It's going to be close. Can't bother to appeal to any parties. Let's see what happens. It's going to be very close indeed, but generally we should win this one. Ooh, yeah, we got it. Vote passed. So this will increase tax rates by 2% on commercial and industrial. So industrial taxes are pretty high right now. But what are you going to do, eh? Animosity in the council. After a Free Democratic Party council sex scandal back in the 80s. 1800s even. Or 1800s. Been soured. Publicly ridicule the publicly announced that all liberals are morally compromised. You think the Conservatives... I agree. I'll just agree. There we go. Citizens who vote for this party are more likely to do so again. So 10 people are more likely to vote for that party. I don't get the voting system and who gets in and who doesn't. It's kind of weird. But the Psychocratic Party seem to be leading the way right now. I'm not sure if that's me or if it's someone else. I have no fucking idea. It's weird. But anyway, we're going to go back and let's have a little look at the city. Because I didn't really look at it when I was playing myself. So we've got horses and carts chilling around the place. Just, you know, building stuff up. We've got furniture things. We've got little buildings. Most of the buildings, it's kind of like City Skylines, and a lot of the buildings are all the fucking same. So what? This is a candle shop. We got a... What the hell is this? 10 something building here. Is this a... What the hell is this one? Ale. That looks like... Is that XXX on it? Yeah. A beer, a brewery of some kind. You can get like specific buildings for these things later as well. The horse and carts are frozen. Oh, right, of course. Vote on funding. This is to give me some money. Because let's just begin voting. Because like this one's like a solid win generally. And I get an extra £1,000 a month then. Perfect. Vote passed. Sweet. And this is... Since playing this tutorial before, I actually figured out how to not make a horrific loss in money. Which is nice. Like, our city's actually making money. Because fucking expenditures and stuff, like getting a school costs like 25 grand a month is crazy. So now we've got newspapers, church, shoe store,
the very material it requires is found,
and all sorts of shit. Right, so gas infrastructure is cool as well because it means we can get lamps in the city and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, you've unlocked a section for your district. It's a good time to create a new district for your city. So this is where I got stuck on my tutorial, right? Creating a new district sounds simple, right? I've just made a district. How hard can it be to make another district? It's fucking impossible, right? I'll show you. We'll try and make a district. It says like make a district. How hard can it be? Well, I'm actually making money, so maybe I haven't. I don't know. We'll see. So we want it linked to the old district, right? Like so. I mean, it can't be too big either, or can it? No, it can't. You can't make districts too large. So they can only be like this format, and I can change it from default grid to like dense grid to sparse grid to. I'm gonna have default grid. And it's just linked up to the road. There we go. Look at this. Perfect. Okay, confirm land plan. That seems fine. Right, so spread selection. So now this is where I can choose some useful stuff, right? So we need a lot of commercial and industry right now. And there's no demand. There's -1 demand for residential. So what we want to do is we want to drag these bars around. So residential demand, we want to get down. So you can see the colours changing. So rather than like dragging it in like other city builder games, where you like drag like the colours out on the zones and stuff, you have to manually adjust it in the district and then fucking propose it to the council. And it's like, so we need a solid amount of commercial and like, I think this looks good. Like solid amount of commercial and solid amount of industry. There we go. That seems fine. And then we're not going to add any church or grammar school to it because it costs money. A lot a month. It's weird that in 1280 by 720 I literally cannot see what these fucking things say. But it costs an amount of money a month. I can probably see if I can't see, but we're not going to place a service. You can see the running costs at the end. So confirm services. I'm not going to add any extra shit to it yet. Proposed district. There we go. Now they'll actually approve of it. If I'd added some services to it, it would have been like against because of the cost, and you have to make things work, you have to do little bit by little bit changes. It's kind of annoying, but like you can't propose a district with everything in it already. You have to add things bit by bit and vote on every little thing, and it's like, because it's all citizens' tax money and shit, unless it's like university approved, then you can spend your own money if you have enough. But this district's very expensive, so I can't. So this is Kilridge. Not a bad name. If anyone's got a better name to go next to the city centre of Saltpool. Well, this going to be sort of the coastal front centre of Saltpool, isn't it? But whatever. So, hopefully, this will start developing sooner or later. once we got enough people. So we've got 1,000 people. So in my last game that I played on my own, I didn't even get up to 1,000 fucking people. Like, didn't even happen. So, yeah. So this should be easy. Begin vote. Oh, the district hasn't been made. Right. I was wondering why it wasn't working. We've got to vote on it first, obviously. I forgot. There you go. So look. Massively in favour. Last time I did this, I couldn't even make a district, so I was like doing it all wrong. I was trying to add too much shit in it, and nobody was voting for it. I was like, why am nobody voting for this? It's a pain in the butt. Right, liberal sympathy. Remain impartial. So we're not actually part of any of these parties, right? But we can get favour with these. Right. I figured it out, I think. So we're the mayor. We're not part of any of the parties, but we can gain favour with said parties. Let's not turn it off. Let's want to see speed 1. Watch this shit build up. So... Oh, and we got newspapers now, so we can see. Oh, I got a new invite in my inventory. So the Psychocratic Party wins. So I think basically the party who wins have more political power in the voting thing. So you can propose something, but they will have like a larger amount of the power because of the percentage votes. So currently, Psychocratic Party are the ones I want more on my side. If I look in the council, so these fuckers, I think this is the Psychocratic Party. So these guys. They need to appeal to what I want because they've got the most council members. So they've got 28, these guys have 19, and these guys have 14. So currently Psychocratic Party, I want to be friends with them because, you know, they can get my votes through kind of thing on my proposals. Oh, gas infrastructure, right. We're going to have Vietnamese gas. This gives me 2 goodwill, and citizens will like to vote for the Psychocratic Party again. Cool. And I gain some goodwill with them as well, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. So now we have -1 industry and commercial demand and 3 residential demands. But that's fine. It's close enough. So Knights, Kill Ridge even seems to be going good. Building up nicely. We've got 1,300 people. We're making actual money. I can't believe I'm actually making money. So once I've researched some more stuff like gas infrastructure, I can start changing up these districts and improving them, putting lamps on the streets, all kinds of stuff as time goes by. It's quite slow progress, but you know what? It's pretty cool. Like, now I know what I'm doing, I feel like I can make Saltpool. Saltpool's going to be the whole city now, and the other districts aren't going to, they're going to be like extra stuff. Is this 10 pin or something, or is this like a strip? But I don't even know what these buildings are. But some of the details on the streets as they change are pretty cool, actually. I'm not expecting like a huge amount because it's the same as the Tropico games, where it's kind of like the details aren't super close up kind of thing, and I'm expecting they'll never update it, or they'll add DLC that costs a ton of money. But for now, it seems like a decent kind of game. So you got 4 eras so far. I pretty much got past the first era. I got to like 1940. Here we go.
The light is burnt out, and I can't see whether it's dark outside or not.
So we can now build gas streetlights, decorated gas streetlights, gas lighting, gas infrastructure, cobblestone road surfaces, and chemicals. So a whole bunch of shit. So next we can either go for sanitation or photography. I'm going to go or safety or what does thermodynamics also get me? Clothing store, police station, railway station. So I think these stores automatically can just appear in the city once they're unlocked. You don't have to actually physically put them down. So for example, the newspapers automatically have them. The shoe store, I think that just appears in the city. And now all this gas lighting I'll put down myself. Clinics, I think I have to put down. I can do all these edicts here, like banning alcohol and stuff, which is kind of fun. Photography unlocks spying. That's what I wanted, spying, so I can get dirt on parties. So we're going to spy on people. Costs money, but... And there we go, now I can upgrade infrastructure. So Saltpool shall be upgraded. Oh, God. So currently it's just like a weird, bland grid system, but here we'll see a change. So what we're going to do is convert... The zoning seems fine in here. Upgrade the infrastructure. So we're just going to kick it. We've got to put gas grid in. Activate. So now go the gas in the city. That is going to cost 13,000 a month. And then we can add gas streetlights as well. There we go. So we can either have regular gas streetlights or fancy. So regular ones will increase the physical appearance by 1. Which is currently at 0. So that'll give it the +1. And it will give us security +1. Because obviously lights at night are good. And fancy ones will buff it even more. But fancy are twice as expensive, so we're going to go for regular ones because it's more like to get through. So there we go. And we can also change the streets to cobblestone, so that goes from costing nothing to 26,000 extra a month, which we can't really afford. So we're not going to do that, but there we go. Okay, and then we could add churches and stuff, but it won't get through. So there we go. Look at that. Everyone's going to approve. Sweet. So we're just doing a normal vote, and that should be easy enough. Everyone's like, yeah, gas lamps are cool. The smaller things you can slide through at once. It's doing big old things that are difficult to get through. Which is kind of a pain, but what can you do? So we're currently negative industry demand. So I might adjust Killridge. I can't modify it yet because I'm already planning adjustment to an existing district, which is annoying. But whatever. So hopefully we should get streetlights in this district soon, and you'll see them literally just appear out of nowhere, which is really cool. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of this game so far? Like the voting thing and that? Do you like it or not? These are forestry centres. All kinds of things. And the buildings do gradually change over time. Right, modified district vote. There we go. So this is going to be a solid win. Most of the people in the parties want to vote for this stuff. There we go. So there we go. Vote pass. So I don't know what overrule is. I think you need to have like a lot of political power or prestige to be able to overrule a vote in your favour. So now streetlights just literally just appeared, right? Fucking appeared out of nowhere. So we've got streetlights. Yay! Gas street lamps. Only in this district though. This district over here does not have them. But that cost me like 20 grand a month on my budget, which is just fucking nuts. It was an expensive thing to do. So we can improve how much these places make and security and all this stuff via a bunch of things. It is interesting. It's very micro. Oh, now look. They glow. Oh, Water Pollution Act. Support. Yeah, we want to stop water pollution. And seems pretty good. Anti-water pollution. Deputies concerned about water pollution. New laws on the way. Probably. So yeah, look at this. Saltpool has lights. Yes. So Killridge. I need to adjust the zoning on this. So why can I can modify the district. So we need more residential. So let's just buff residential to reduce the other two. There we go. Confirm. And we'll try and get them gas as well. But look, 12k a month to run gas. You know what? Fuck it. Killridge, you can do without gas for now. But what you do want is a grammar school. So it already covers sort of part of the zone. Okay, maybe not a grammar school. What about a church for some extra happiness? And the church's range is huge. Look at this shit. Look at the range on this church. And it'll cover multiple districts. So it'll have an effect on other districts too. So let's put a church here. Boom. Confirm. It's going to cost 32k a month. We do have the money to do it. So we're going to propose that. Oh, and we should do... It's going through. So I think if you have the money to afford stuff... So it's going to cost 23,000 a month to do that. We have 59,000 in cash right now. So when you get into debt, it makes it harder for things to go through. But building a church, people seem to be cool with that. And it looks pretty nice. We've got... I mean, it's here, even though the modified district thing isn't technically here yet. But we'll see. The church is like merged through this fucking forestry building. Like the modelling on it's not bad, honestly. I'm looking forward to seeing how things change as you get towards the future. A golden future. The world is entering a boom that shall never end. Well, debatable. Despite all of us having done so, an economic boom is simply everything. It's simply when everything everywhere is going well. Productivity and sales increase, trade grows and accelerates. So I'm making some more dollar now from that, I guess. The city's making more money, business is going good. Yeah, it's gone up to 60k. So we're making 178k a month and running costs us 117,000. So there's ways to boost my my science output and stuff as well. You can do them via political things and events. So like, there was an event where I could make women be able to own their houses. They'd be able to buy property, because apparently they can't back in these days, which I didn't realise was a thing. This should be an easy vote to adjust the district and get a church in there. All these church-loving friends. Alright, there we go. Boom. Vote processed. Okay. And a strange gift. You've been sent a gift from the tropical Caribbean island where you go to the port collected. You find that the gift is live llama with a short note attached to it. Congratulations on your mayorship. I wish you a long and successful career. As a token of my goodwill, I sent you Hector. Treat him well. Sincerely. Wow. So we've been given a llama. let's give that to the farmer, because I don't want to get spat in the face. And this has given us a bonus to the textiles industry, apparently, from a llama. Sure. That makes sense. Why is it like a random park here? But now we actually have a church. Boom. So we can click on the church. Optimal range +6. Smaller range +3. So all of these areas are getting a bunch. Look at our happiness now. +6. Yes. And the school is here, giving a pretty solid like bonus to so the grammar school gives personal growth, potential growth, and there we go. Okay.